Okay, wow, we have video of the Kentwood tornado. This is from WBRZ, our partners in Baton Rouge. And wow, I mean, that's not one of these thin, small tornadoes. That would be a fairly significant tornado. Again, we don't classify them based on the reports or even the indications on radar. Unfortunately, they are rated after the fact, and it's based on the damage, and then we get kind of a win estimate based on the damage. So we won't know exactly what this is, but just, you know, by the looks of it, this is certainly stronger than even just an EF0, especially based on some of the initial damage reports that we are getting from folks in Tangi as well as up in Amite and Kentwood. So this is a look at that tornado kind of on the horizon. You know, what actually makes tornadoes, I lived in Kansas for a year after college, and out in the plains, you can see these miles away. You have nothing but open rolling hills and fields, and it's easy to spot these way off in the distance. One of the most dangerous parts of our southern Dixie Alley of tornadoes is the fact that we don't really have those wide open plains. We have a lot more vegetation, a lot more trees, and that tends to be more of a hindrance with regards to spotting these tornadoes way off in the distance. So that actually is one of the reasons why the southern tornado alley is far more dangerous than the one out in the plains. And you can kind of see that. We're only able to see the initial base of the clouds, the kind of start of the top of the funnel of the tornado. We cannot see it all the way down to the ground because of that tree line there from Kentwood. So it does make it a little bit more dangerous with regards to spotting these off in the distance. And certainly look like a fairly significant tornado from those earlier images. And again, what also makes it complicated is that when you start to see some of those, you don't know if it's just low clouds because of the tree line, or if it does continue down and is a complete funnel down to the surface, which does make it, again, also more dangerous with tracking these in real time. And I'm talking about tracking them as an observer, not from radar. So with all that being said, with the reports of the damage, with the now look like viewer video that went into our sister or partner station at WBRZ in Baton Rouge, we have confirmed tornadoes with confirmed damage. I'm sorry, okay, this is new. Is this also from Kentwood? Okay, this also is from Kentwood, and looks like another vantage point from that tornado. And you know, boy, that looked like it was probably a significant tornado at that moment, at the time this video was shot. You know, hopefully we're not seeing any kind of damage occurring in these videos. I hate when you do see that. Well, I mean, this is incredible video. Again, with just the vantage point of our terrain, they do tend to be difficult to see off in the distance. Wow.
And Chris, another thing for, you know, these tornadoes we've been tracking, they're kind of the same or similar cells going over the same spots. Like you were pointing out, right over that last tornado warning, there was a new tornado warning issued into Mississippi. And same thing for this is video coming out of Kentwood. And then even right now, like Chris was pointing out, it doesn't look like this cell is going right over Kentwood, but man, it's close, just a little bit out to the west where we're seeing significant rotation showing up on radar right now. And that cell, it looks like heading somewhere toward Macomb, Mississippi. We also have that cell in Tangipahoa Parish.